Hello everyone, this is Greyshot 17, bringing you another Company vs. 2 commentary. This time it is a 2v2 match on Minsk Pocket with myself and Redman as allies. I'm a Soviet player, Redman is American, and versing two Oberkommando West players, both Vid and Free. So, easy names to pronounce. I believe they're teams because, well, just from the simple fact that, they have each three-letter names and both the same faction. I'm going to go on a limb here and say they're probably on a team. Also great because they don't have to keep switching, so I can just pull up a certain, I guess, player and just leave it at that. So I can easily see what's going on in each player. Let's see, Fog of War off, so you can see. Alright, so right now, pretty much, I will be doing a few more 2v2s. Me and Redman have been trying to do some. And yeah, we finding we're pretty good as a team. So maybe, myself and GTA will do some, but yeah. Anyway, of course, I went... Oh, wow, I forgot about that. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I can pull it up here. I went shock rifle frontline tactics. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this new commentary system. And Redman went the mechanized company. He just got this. He really enjoys the recon, the military truck, and the artillery barrage. The enemy team hasn't really picked anything yet. I think they're still waiting what they want to do. But the highlight here is this. So, of course, as you see, red is pushing up. Oh, I love that. I can just click on it. That's really cool. Anyway, we can see here they're researching Volksgrenadier squad, stuff like that. But they were... Okay, so Redman rushed up here and you tried to get his rear echelon troops to close this area off with barbed wire, as you can see here. But then the Oberkommando player comes along and is like, hey, I'll just put down my own barbed wire. Which, funny enough, is stronger, so all he's going to do is just, like, let him, and then tell his rear echelon troops to fire upon the, this, Kuba wagon, right here. Now, the thing about the Kuba wagon is that, because of a recent update, it got a little, it's not as buffed, so it's a little less armor, it's a little easier to take out, which is nice, but also it's still pretty strong. What it's not good against is, of course, fighting against buildings. So, with a rifleman squad coming in, and that mechanized truck coming in, which, as we can pull up, is, yeah, it actually looks pretty cool. Let's see, how much is that truck worth? $240.20, so it's actually pretty expensive. It's definitely a lot more than the Kuba wagon, which is now worth 5 fuel. But hey, you can actually move around troops in it, so it's a really, really useful vehicle just for rapid deployment. Anyway, they are now pushing up to mid because Redman pretty much closed this area off and is preventing them from really moving up, and he's giving them a lot of hell with long-range fire. Down south, he's using what he can to pretty much try to take back the middle. What you have to remember is this thing does not have the best armor. It's really a supply truck. So, even though it has riflemen inside, you have to remember... Oh, wow. That was crazy. You have to remember, this thing is just pretty much a truck, and bullets do hurt it. So anyway, I have riflemen here. They're currently firing upon this Volksgrenadier squad. There was another one up here. I saw my Pioneer squad. I retreated because I know I can't win that fight. But I have two conscript squads right here and an MG. My Maxim is going to guard this flank, while I thought Redman was going to hold this. And I'm going to send my conscripts up here to pretty much flank the enemy. Up here. I'm going to decap that point, hopefully lure him, because he'll be like, oh, there's one conscript squad, I'll take it out. And to be fair, he doesn't really, I mean, most of his forces, as we see on the minimap, are in the middle. He doesn't have anything to really support this at the moment, so he has to retreat it. And I'm going to send my other conscript squad to take this point up here, and we'll be okay. If we head down south, we can see a small engagement going on, but they are heavily reinforcing the front, and they're also putting up a half-track. This is rather close to the front line, in my opinion. Also, it's open. Maybe a little bit like behind this rock or this tree line would have been better, because it's still close to the battlefield. The issue that I come up with is the fact that it's so close that over time we're going to slowly take that midpoint. We're going to get within like AT range to start firing a point, even though we're on the other side of that area. So again, just be mindful of where you put your half tracks. But pretty much up north, my conscript squad took that point, guarding behind heavy cover. I have another one coming up. We're going to push on this point down south, and we're going to try to decap that point. I also have this engineer squad, which I'll put down a fuel cap, because again, we want to try to get as much fuel as possible. Wow, they're actually getting 19 fuel. That's pretty good for themselves. So again, they cannot build fuel points, so that's something that is probably not going to help them out. However, again, this guy is a fortifications doctrine. The MG34 is great because, again, it's a MG and has a great range. It's not as durable, so the troops in it do die quicker and it doesn't suppress as well, but still, it's a really good unit. I also like here because I believe they're actually making cover for their units, although it doesn't really seem like it. But the least thing they're doing is making it harder for a direct attack, and they're making some cover, I think. I think that's what they're trying to do. Because what they're trying to do is something really smart. Ober Commando players are fantastic at digging in and slowly pushing up. That's why they try to concentrate their forces. American players are more supportive. We hit more targets. You have to do more side stripes, like I did here. I sent in my conscripts to come in and flank them, because my goal was like, okay, surround the troops, and that way they have to retreat. Unfortunately, he throws a grenade. Hurts his own unit. So, you know, I almost killed my squad, but still. I have an MG, move that up pretty much to start suppressing these. He has this truck that's firing long range. They threw another grenade, again, killed the unit, so whatever. And I'm going to retreat that conscript squad. I have another one coming up to help the fire on that Kuba wagon. And as you can see here, that Kuba wagon can't really take that many more shots. And it will slowly die. Now they're going to reinforce. That's the great thing about this being here, though. It's reinforcing their area unless they're in a firefight. Then it won't. But if they're not shooting or firing, it does heal their unit. There goes their Kuba wagon, and they've set up that barbed wire. So no longer we can't flank them. That's the issue. And here, because of the gate, we can't come across any way, shape, or form. Don't get me wrong. You can send a vehicle through and clear this out. And again, if you get a big enough vehicle, they can just ram through this gate. But for infantry, they're closing us in because they want to do a direct fight, which is good and bad. Again, they have a lot of troops and they're very close together with MG34s guarding the mid. I have a Maxim, it'll guard something, but it can't cover that whole range like this MG34 can. But the MG34, the thing about it is not strong. Even though it's covering this whole area, you send troops this way and this way, it's not going to do that much. We look here. I, of course, my MG over here. I'm sending my squad over here to guard my flank. I don't want them to come around. Up here, they have their Stern Pioneer squad. I'm placing mines all over this area. So I have a mine here, right there. And I have a mine, I think, right here. But the main point of the matter is I did not want them to flank me. I did not want them to send a tank or something through this area. So I want to mine this area up, prevent that from occurring. I have conscripts coming, but again, with all that pretty much fire hitting that area, it's pretty much just my one conscript squad's gonna die. Luckily, they're coming in range of my MG, which is suppressing them. Riflemen are firing long range. He has a 2-star. Wow, that's really cool. That is really awesome. Oh, shoot. They got Panzerschrecks. Also, support gun, which is another thing they have. Really good. Wow, okay, how many kills does this thing have? 4 kills. Okay, 2 stars, not bad. What does it get with 2 stars? Battle Harden increases mobility. Okay, and the first one is unlock Step It Up, which is what exactly? Sorry, I'm always curious. Step on up. Oh, unit moves faster. Okay. Now, Redman's moving in with his Rifleman squad. And I'm telling my AT to also hit this area. But point of the matter is, we're trying to hit this area to stop them from making this flak. Because if they get the flak, we're screwed. So he's firing. He's trying to take it out. I keep doing hits, my artillery, which is not hitting it directly. Good hit, though, on that. Took out his squad. And I'm still doing a little bit of damage. But Redman probably wants to fall back. And because of this cover, yeah, Redman just lost. Wow, did he lose both squads? Oh, Jesus. I didn't know he lost that much. And they also put this this truck down, I guess, to prevent a flank, because they don't want infantry coming around and flanking them like I did before. So they have that, and it actually guards this point really, really well. I didn't really see how far it does, but as you can see, it kills my squad as they're retreating, so that's negative. But the good news is I still have mines located, so if they do try to push up, we should be relatively fine. Or at least they'll take some damage. We do have mid, and we are at least trying to hold. My AT gun's currently firing. They do have this support gun, and this will give us a little bit of hell for a good amount of time. This support gun is really good. It costs about 420, and it'll fire 420, and it'll fire long range. And the thing is, it's perfect because again, the hills, there's some small little hills and bumps that prevent like long range fire, and it's so long that it can fire and hit this area. The only issue is probably the trees. Occasionally, it'll hit a tree. Same thing with my Katyusha, which I'll get a little later. The trees definitely prevent some shots, but again, that's because we're in a forest area. But it just increases the challenge. Oh, if you look at both players, they both have a good amount. This guy, yeah, probably should heal that unit. But he has a good mixture, and Frey has a good mixture as well. Redman is doing doing okay. He got a pretty much AA gun. Prevent, because again, they're infantry spamming. They have a Rackenwerfer though, which is great, and it'll definitely do some damage. But he used smoke to prevent and fall back. But yeah, he wants to move this thing back because, as you can see here, it's just barely out of range. He wants to keep it right there, that way it doesn't get fired upon. I have my AT gun now moving up. I'm going to start hitting that truck once again. As you can see here, they're repairing it faster than I can really do damage to it. So that's a negative. And now they're going to do direct fire with the support gun, so that's negative. Oh, and then they bring up this. So this is the Lukes. This is the light tank. This thing decimates infantry, so watch out about that. But here's the thing about it. It completely, how about this? It's a light tank. So what we're going to do is we're going to send this A half-track. I'm moving around my AT. And even though it's a rare armor shots, it doesn't have the best armor-piercing rounds. This thing is pretty good armor-piercing. I move my AT gun out. It's going to run away. They're like, I'm in the clear. Direct shot takes it out. That's a lot of fuel down the drain. I believe 50 for one of those things. Hold on. Nope, that's mine. Yeah, it's 50 fuel, 315 manpower. So they lost quite a bit with that. They're getting a Stuka, however. So the other guy is saving up enough fuel, getting a Stuka to pretty much hold us back. Frey has a ton of manpower. I'll give him that. He has a ton of manpower. He probably should do the retreat point. And I would probably recommend upgrading, well, not maybe upgrading, picking a doctrine, but he'll pick that shortly. The nice thing about this is the fact that since he's not going Fallschirmjägers, he's not deploying them and like coming in with Fallschirmjäger squads. Although, again, if he came in here and they got injured, they would run all the way back out and probably would die. But I'm doing another thing. I'm using my conscripts, again, people forget this a lot. Just use conscripts to repair and reman your infantry squads. That way, again, that AT gun, which was at 2, now has a full man 6 squad. It can do some damage. Unfortunately, my MG was damaged. I had to retreat it. Both my MGs were. So now they're moving in with a ton of people. Great news is Redman saw that thing, which laid down some fire, so they ran away. We look up here. They also tried to come back. Didn't hit my mine though, but they did kill the squad. And Redman's now just moving up and taking this area. He doesn't have that many guys, but he does have an American MG. Wow, he already... Oh, okay, yeah. We're already at 7. We're doing pretty good. But pretty much that'll help us protect this area. They do have a Stuka, this thing, which will start getting kills on us like crazy. There's my conscript squad. There, my conscript squad disappears. So yeah, my luck. Luckily, the American MG has a great range overall, and will definitely suppress them. Also, he put this bunker, which I'll try to help out. As you can see here, they do have this infrared scope, so they want to see where our units are and then use the support gun to fire. He's keeping it just far enough back, but again, he has to worry about the Rackenwerfer and the AT shots. Luckily, my AT did a nice hit on it, and I'm moving up some squads, including my Katusha, which I got out just because of the fact that they were using so much artillery that I wanted to cancel that out and pretty much turn the tide. With the fortifications doctrine, normally, without it, over-commando players can't put bunkers, but with it, they started getting bunkers. So we start using the AT gun to fire upon it, and Redman brings up the half track, pretty much the AA track. The problem is they moved up a lot of squads and a lot of AT forces, so he has to fall that thing back. Luckily, though, the first off, my artillery is doing a ton of damage to it, so it's very close. Unfortunately, he just lost his oh god, what is it called? Pretty much it's that thing he gets. Shoot. Oh, the military truck. Okay, that's a great name. The military truck with a 50 cal on it. Anyway, okay, so he finally picked what he wants to do, and he picked the veteran Panzer. That's very interesting. Oh, okay. Briefly reveals enemy vehicles on the minimap. That's cool. Redman calling this nice little artillery strike. We think does quite a little bit of damage, but they were able to retreat a lot of their forces out of the way. More Rackenwerfers, more AT. Again, they're trying to box us in. And pretty much, we have the same idea, though, and that's what we're trying to counter. So I have shock troops, and we tried to push back over here. I'm going to send my conscript. I'm going to send my combat engineer squad to place mines so the Lukes doesn't come back. Oh my god, I hate that Stuka so much. It started just bombing. I resupplied my guys and told my conscripts to fall back. They have a ton of guys right here, though. So at this point, I'm done. And well, I fired upon it the first time. Did a little bit of damage, but I'll start Katyusha firing. That way it does a little bit of damage. Again, for those who forget, the Katusha is great against anti-blobbing. So there's a mine. I'll put more mines here. They have another Stern Pioneer squad coming around to try to take that area. I think my Katyusha did damage to this, so that's why it's hurt. But as you can see, they're moving up forces. We have enough AT, though, and MGs, that pretty much their forces will be pinned pretty easily. So, there's my Katyusha, and I'm trying to aim it to kill the support gun, because that's our main concern. It actually did hit the half-track, which I thought was pretty funny. Did some damage to the MG, to this thing. Direct hit on it, didn't kill it. Another direct hit here. Pretty good. I think no, that was the last barrage. So it did some damage, did a little bit, and they're going to have to fall that back to probably heal it. As you can see, they do have a ton of AT, so we can't really push up with some type of heavy armor, or light armor, because again, T-34, you push up, can't really do that much, because again, a couple Rackenwerfer shots with Panzerschrecks, taken out. Try with a Sherman, similar statue. We don't have a real good heavy tank to bust through their lines. So the best thing we're going to do is mine up this area, tell my shock troops to kick this thing's butt, which they do. Again, for those who are thinking this squad by itself will kill a Stern Pioneer, one Stern Pioneer squad will kill shock troops. Shock troops are worth a lot, and they're great close range. They will not easily be taken down by that unit. Anyway, more artillery, more half-tracks, more Stukas. Thing though, Su-85, and it will be firing long range at that half-track because they have nothing that can shoot it. If they move with the Rackenwerfers and stuff, well, too bad for them. They do a Stuka barrage, which will hit this area, but as you can see, it's so close to dying. And one more shot. There it goes. I was worried I didn't kill it, but I did kill it, so ha. And if you're wondering what that did, that prevented him from possibly getting, oh, I don't know. So I think that was purples? No, purple has his, so that was indeed red. So red couldn't bring out some of the Obersoldaten squads or other things anymore. Very good for us. Unfortunately, they're moving up with AT. I'm going to have to move my Su-85 back. Moving a conscript squad that at least provides some fire. I have an MG guarding this area, so I can't really turn it because it's already starting to flank. We do have it up. Luckily, Redman brought up his AT, and this AT is great because, again, it has such great range. It's the ultimate anti-tank gun in the game. I did some Katusha strikes on this area, try to push them back. Did some great hits on the half-track, not killing it, but doing some bits. This thing is so close to dying. Redman moves up that half-track, which again, 2 stars, 14 kills, not bad. And we're slowly pushing them back and taking out a ton of infantry. I have my shock troops here in case they flank, try to get close. And AT gun is currently hitting them, again, long range. If this thing gets starred, oh, we lost the fighting position. 2 AT guns here, pretty nice. If these things get starred up, they fire extreme long range and have, of course, really cool rounds. Bazooka squad probably should fire on this. Ooh, searchlight destroyed. They can't no longer see our forces for that support gun to fire. I wish he could have taken out that half-track, but again, he got the ability to move back here because we killed that half-track. So again, teamwork, and it will go a long way. So my Su-85 is in the back. I believe I'm healing it. There it is. I'm almost done, and my Katyusha is right here, and it currently has 10 kills, not too shabby. Also, Redman has been using his repair crews. Don't forget to actually use them to do some damage. Also, a nice little artillery strike, but they did another half-track thing here, so we really just moved it to another side. And more Stuka bombs, which caused some damage, including killing that at my MG. So, yeah. Oh, no, it didn't kill it, sorry, we had to retreat it. I move a conscript squad up. We see Rackmore from like, yay, it's dead. Oh, look. This is how much stuff they're losing from the artillery strike and everything. Because, again, this thing they're using as a forward HQ point. When they retreat all those units, attack that point with artillery or something, and you'll kill a ton of units. They stole their Stuka, which has 21 kills. Fantastic. Mine has not doing too bad. But I'm using artillery and also my Su-85 to start hitting that point, along with hit this point. But as you can see here, because they're clumped up, I just need to do one strike and it's doing a ton of damage. Su-85s have incredible range. Don't forget to use this because, again, it's like, oh, I want to bring out the T-34. Well, guess what? T-34 attack would have probably failed on that. But Redman brought us half track, do some hits. One more shot's going to take that thing out. Oh, and there goes a possible Obosodotan squad he possibly could have brought out. Although he has enough for Zang artillery. Yeah, that would be bad. But again, he needs sight, which none, I mean, they need their recon planes. Look how many troops he's moving up, though. And look, you have the Panzer Force. So we got the Panzer Force, which 210, 720, not bad. Completely flanks my Su-85. Luckily, 1, 2, 3 AT guns. So I hate to break it to you. You attack with 2 Panzers, 3 AT guns, all guarding that point. It's going to take it out. Redman's like, ooh, what's that? I think he initiated zoning artillery. Yeah, he did. So, we're going to maneuver this tank, and I'm just going to tell my guy to repair. And also Redman moves up a Sherman just in case they bring up a lot of infantry, like that. But here's the thing. They're blobbing. And they're blobbing pretty hard. So I have my shock troops moving up to try to counter. Because again, shock troops are great close range. They're also flanking, pretty good for them. I throw a grenade, they have a giant mix. Kills a good chunk of their units, and now they're going to retreat all of them. Also up here, as you can see, they're trying to flank again. They're going to take out the ambulance. My shock troops are still there. They're doing some damage. They blew up their own cover because of the fact that they couldn't get through. And now I'm using artillery because I know where they all are. They're in this point. And a few more hits. Does some more damage. I think there might be another barrage. No. But does some damage, but they're going to attack. And this thing is so close to dying. I couldn't believe how close. Anyway, long range, again, you watch out for this bar. That bar will own infantry. Obosodotan squads will do similar things, so, you know. Tomato, tomato. Su-85, back up, got another one, fire long range. And again, my goal is to kill this thing. But they have so many squads working on it, it's going to be hard to do. In the back, of course, if you want to see, we have a 2-star Panzer, a special Panzer, by the way, from the Osif J battle group. And it's right here. Isn't this awesome to have? What's this? Armored skirts. Oh my god, it has so much stuff he can upgrade. But now Redman has this ability. So again, use it to your advantage. Su-85 moving up. Barely alive. Gonna send my conscript squad, not conscript, engineer squad to heal it. I believe another Stuka's coming in. Or my Katusha? Yeah, my Katusha can start firing again. But the fortifications doctrine has something else it has. It has a goddamn Pak-43. Oh my god. On this map, fear the Pak-43 because this thing has such great range. Look at all that. It can now see this, and one shot from the Pak-43 kills it. Yeah, one kill, one vehicle. Katyusha fire, more over here. Trying to do some damage. At least I'm bringing their units. Again, they're wasting a lot of manpower and just restocking their units, which is not too much, but still, it does add up over time. Like they're doing with the Stuka strikes, I have to now get more MGs because they killed that. Restock this AT gun. Yeah, it takes a lot. Luckily, Redman's ambulance is right here, so I can just keep going back and forth. Katyusha has 31 kills versus their Stuka, which has 34, so pretty close on artillery. They have Obosodotan squads. They have a 4-star unit. Wow, I think it's been through a lot. MG still here, so I'm still suppressing them. We have a Panzer, which they just realized, oh no. And I love the Obosodotan squad, like, yeah, we're gonna own the infantry. And then the Panzer comes up, it's like, wait, I'm sorry, what? Your anti-infantry, this thing is pretty much a good all-around tank that just got superfied because it's their super unit. So yeah, that thing's gonna have to retreat. Now Redman's gonna make a push to try to close up this gap so they stop flanking. On my right side, he has this MG right over here. And yeah, we're doing pretty good overall. Katyusha strikes, trying to take out this big clump of units right here. Also, Incineration Barrage will be coming in, I believe, right there. Yep. And what that does is something very simple. I don't need to hit units, I just need to give enough time for me to bring up my MG, heal it, and just have time to hold back my those forces. They're trying to flank, but again, I had heavy cover until my own AT gun killed it. Thanks, AT gun. More Stuka fire coming in. Luckily, Redman bred these MG bunkers, so pretty much we can hold. Unfortunately, I did lose a few units, but we can always resupply those areas. But look at myself, as you can see, I'm pretty low on infantry. Have my MG here. I don't have that second one because again it died. Luckily, we again mined up this area, so if they do try to come through here, they're gonna have some slight difficulties, especially with tank through here. Double mine, that thing's dead, and then we just turn the AT gun and kill it. Because again, they want a long range fight. The American AT gun will hit that thing long range. My Su-85 will hit them long range. And they can just keep firing Stukas all they want. But in the long game, as you see here, we're winning. Although, as you can see here, they are saving up for counterattacks. And they are. Red, Vid, 70. I mean, he's doing pretty good with units. I mean, both of us together equal this. Let's see, roughly. I mean, it's about tied with the amount of units on the field. And at this point, I'm like, just tell my Katusha guy keep doing random fire, which is now 37 compared to 36. How my Katusha's winning? Beat that. So I can't really move up with my Su-85 because I know they have this Pack 43 here. And I can't really take out Pack 43 with the Katusha because, yeah, I can maybe decrew it, but killing it, actually destroying this armor and destroying the actual Pack 43, that's the challenging part. That's the part we have to figure out how to get through. And we can't send a big heavy tank or a bunch of tanks because, look, they still have a ton of Rakenwerfers guarding the area. They still have the Panzerschreck squads. So, yeah, we're having difficulties. More Stuka fire, great. Redman's guarding this point. I'm going to heal his Panzer. Stuka fire is coming in. Hurts the MG. Luckily, I'm going to just tell my squad to re-heal that. Or, sorry, not re-heal, reman that thing. And they're like, oh, move up. The MG's gonna die. Luckily, they have all these troops here. They do have a lot of Panzerschrecks, and again, they're probably really mad that the Redman stole the Panzer IV, especially the one from the Alsef division, because that's a bit better. But they're all like clogged at this one point, so this bar is having a field day. I see this, I'm like, all right, this is how I cut off your force. Incineration Barrage. Why does this help? Because this blocks the retreat. So they burn. Now they're pretty much open ground for this thing to just mow them down. Yeah, they can throw a couple grenades in there, but still. Redman's smart enough to just get back and forth inside. This building is about to come down, though. I think the Incineration Barrage killed it. He gets his man out just in case. Moved up my engineer squad to help. But as you can see here, he's running away. Gonna run through flames. More Katyusha fire, trying to kill their units. Oh, so close to dying. And both the squads managed to get away. He's really close. I would tell Redman to get back in. That was really, really close. Kills that thing. Unfortunately, Combat Engineer squad dies from the Stern Pioneers. But again, they can't really do much against AT. They moved this thing up to shoot my Su-85. That's a stupid move because my MG does more. Not MG. Yeah, no, this MG will do a lot of damage to it. And it can't. If this thing's suppressed, it's going to have a hard time firing upon this thing. But again, they see that because of this, and that pack is just out of range, so it can't hit my Su-85. But again, Stuka strikes, because, you know, why not? And look, double Stuka. So at this point, I'm like, okay, double Katyusha. Because at this point, if they want to up their artillery game, I can up mine. And I'll say this. Their Katyusha is doing quite a bit, but hey, ours is doing pretty good. I have a conscript squad just in case he sends something over here. I can throw a grenade if it's a tank and try to take it out. Most of my squad, however, is reinforcing in the middle, and then coming back here, healing up, and then going back and trying to help. Again, if I can keep these done, especially I love this AT gun here. healed, that'd be great. Unfortunately, that last strike killed it, so I'm like, oh, god damn it. It also killed that, I guess, position. So now, Redman, who moved up before, and it's like, yay, we're gonna move up. And then realized all the troops, and it's like, okay, I'm out. Peace out. Retreats. But here's the thing. He did that on purpose because he got sights on this thing. And now is calling in all sorts of artillery on it to bring it down to next to nothing, and then kills it. I called in a Katusha strike just in case to take it out, and also, you know, any other forces. I'm also going to call in a nice little strike, I believe, over here, which will do an incineration barrage. Yep, there it goes. Because again, it's a choke point, it'll cause fire. If they want to retreat and sacrifice some units, great for them. But they have more Stuka fire coming in. I believe it's going, yeah, unfortunately it does take out that squad. And I lose my AT gun. So right now I'm down to 1 AT, pretty much SU-85, which I'm like, oh no, this is bad. Because I don't want them to bring out a Yag Tiger or King Tiger or something like that. Which, as you can see, this guy isn't, Void has enough to where he can, yep, he just purchased it. He purchased King Tiger. Redman's pushing up with his Panzer and a Sherman, which again, he's using these troops to actually fire, and they do some damage. And again, they can instantly get in and out. So, there's that. Haha, I know. Joke. So right now, I'm refocusing. I'm going to try, I believe, to get an AT gun. Refocus, capture the mid. And as you can see here, they're trying to run Skadoosh. That's what you get. And yeah, he lost that entire squad. I believe I'll put some mines down a little later, but right now I don't have an engineer squad to do that. I did recap middle, and they're losing points. I will now have artillery hit this area, and I did direct strike, but as you can see here, it didn't kill it. Again, I can do this direct strike, which is 60. It still didn't kill that Pack 43. It's down to 2 guys, which is still good. It can still be used. More Stuka fire. God damn it. But they can instantly heal it because it's so close. Yeah. So now another Stuka's moving up to fire. How many kills does that thing have? This has 57 kills. My god. Alright, this one comes in. I think it's going to hurt my SU-85. Yep, it did. Again, rear armor hit. They have Obosadan squad. I'm going to send up my 3-star shock troops, which have 17 kills. Not too bad. I am going to use Katyusha fire to start hitting this general area. Does hurt some units. But the point... Oh my god, kills that. Perfect. Point of the matter is, it's going to push back their units. Oh my god, they try to heal it. That's what you get. I think I have... Yeah, I just told both of them to fire within the area. I'm surprised that Pack 43 is still alive, honestly. But again, they can heal it. So like, oh, they have this thing. Oh, we can kill that. They have another unit? Oh, we can kill that. They have a King Tiger? We can't kill that. So they have all their forces in the middle. We're still holding this area. I have my SU-85. We have a couple of troops in Katyusha fire. Over here, we killed that squad of Obosadan, which is now retreating. But yeah, Redman had to fall back because he even realized there's a freaking King Tiger coming across. He has 4 Shermans, but a King Tiger has great frontal armor. These Shermans are medium tanks. This thing is a heavy tank, a really good heavy tank. I believe, yeah. So this thing is just going to keep moving up and pressing. More Katyusha fire, which will hit this general area. So close to killing this thing, and also this. They should really fall one of them back. I think it's more... Yep. So at that point, they have the King Tiger pushing because they're like, oh, we're going to win. I used my SU-85 to try to bring it in and fire long range. It's actually doing some damage, but again... Fire again. Boom. Again, you have to watch out. The SU-85s are designed to kill tanks long range, not close range, which is why, you know, it's about to die. Thing, though, is they use smoke. Redman's excellent with commanding Shermans. Use smoke, flank around, hold it back, okay? And I do this like, a lot of times where I put a Sherman behind it. That stops the tank. So if you want to pin a tank, put one of your tanks behind it. That stops it. But then Redman calls in this artillery barrage, kills his own tank, but it also kills the King Tiger. And he's going to retreat as soon as this unit is unpinned. And he's still, by the way, that Panzer, 42 kills. One vehicle, one building. Yeah. And again, these things have close range. They have great close range weapons. He tries to get close, doesn't work. Hits them. Again, Redman's great with multitasking, and that unit's going to die. Finally, enough shots. I kill it. Finally take out that Pack 43. Kills it. Yeah. So now they're like, what do we do? They still have quite a few units. This guy has quite a bit. I don't know if he's saving it for a tank or something. Oh no, he just decapped. I'm like, did he lose it? No, he just decapped it. So at this point, we're like, okay, they're pushing up a lot of ET. I did Incineration Barrage. In the meantime, I got my IS-2, so I got my own heavy tank. Sure, it's not as powerful as the King Tiger, but for those who don't know, the IS-2 is the main... Oh wait, what is wrong with that? Okay. The IS-2 is one of the main... is probably the main, like, heavy battle tank, compared like the Tiger is probably what it's resembled. Sure, it's not exactly the best, but compared to that gun where I just killed a squad and that way you can grab Panzerschreck, not too shabby. Not too shabby. So now, I don't want to move up because I believe that pack's still up. It doesn't, but I'm telling Redman, hey, can you possibly do recon, stuff like that? Su-85, not Su-85, sorry. Stuka, which again, he retreated all of his units to this point. I'm just telling my Katyusha to fire at this point. Because, oh wow, kills one squad, and what about the other? Kills the other squad. Because I know he's retreating here. People forget, it's like, oh, this is my Fort HQ, it'll be great to heal units. It's great to heal units. It's not great to literally, signal a point where it's like, okay, I'm gonna fire. And since it's in range and they have no major AT to hold back my Katyushkas can hit it, and it's still pretty far away. They still have their Stukas, but they don't really have much armor. They have a bunch of, I'm sorry, Volksgrenadiers coming in. Okay, the game's about to end. Again, close range. Guess what? Shock troops. Gonna beat the Stern Pioneers. And before this game ends, yeah, they have a ton of over here. Purple has nothing left. He has no Pack 43. We killed his heavy tank. Redman has a good chunk of units. Not many front line, but hey, he's recapping this entire area. And we're about to push in with the Panzer IV and the IS-2. Let's hit play. Actually, they have enough manpower to call in the zoning artillery, which could help, as long as they keep range. But anyway, we're pushing up, and that's when they surrender. Did they? Yeah, they're both playing. I was going to say, why only one surrendered? Beyond me. But as you can see, I love being able to show you guys the report. Personally, Redman got 3,400 worth damage with his Panzer, 28 kills. Took about 3,500, not bad. Vehicle Cruise was the meat shield. He lost 7. Damn. Highest event C3. Produced 5 riflemen. And we look at a graph, I guess. You can see where he lost most of his units. And again, there is a point where they were winning, but then again, my Katyusha fire slowly beat them. Because again, Katyusha's great because it just has a great spread effect. And also, Redman's constant artillery and direct hits and strikes again around their lines. They didn't have the heavy tanks and enough to push. And when they did push, they got killed by 3 ATs. So they pushed at the wrong time. So, close that. Go to myself. And we open this. No. How about can we... Actually, I'm curious. So, I'm self level 2. What are these guys? 71 and 40. Okay. Why can I not switch to myself? That's great. Can I see someone else? Maybe myself? Oh, okay, so I can see his squad. Wait, 8,000. That's not bad. That's actually really good for a Volksgrenadier squad. 83. There we go. My Katyushas did 10,000 worth of damage. That's not too shabby. And for units, no, pretty good. 659% efficiency. Most damage from a Stern Pioneer squad. I have no idea how that is even possible. Maybe they fired a couple shots, but I don't think they took really any damage. Yeah, and they actually got quite a bit of vehicle damage from the light armor. I'm actually curious to see what they have. Sorry if you don't like seeing this. The Rackenwerfers did, wow, okay. The Rackenwerfer was probably the best percentage of the game. Wow, that's a lot. The rocket half, wow, that's surprising. That the rocket half-tracks did not measure up. Wait, is this the wrong one? 52 kills. Okay, so this is the right one. Destroyed 5 vehicles. My god. That was probably the military trucks Redman had. Rackenwerfer, again, really well. Volksgrenadier squad, really well. Oh, okay, so that probably was the highest. Once again, half-track, still not... No, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. But, I think I beat it. Number of kills, I think. Let's go back to me. 80 kills, yeah, I beat it. Haha. Although I had 2, so you know that's... Wait, how many did this one have? 59. And this one had... Yeah, I know, I'm comparing dick sizes here, but hey, you know, why not? 52. Ha. So my Katusha beat the Stuka, so for future replays, again, Stuka can be beaten by Katusha fire. So Katushkas are better. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, so the best thing I can highlight here is, again, that they want to do a decisive middle victory and just overwhelm us with forces. Oberg Commando is great with that. What they lacked, however, was, I guess, a direct armor force to break up our middle. They never really sent another major strike force to break it up, and they probably could have on multiple occasions. They could have come through here. I set a few mines in a few locations, but if they really wanted to, they could probably come through here. But again, their focus was here. When they broke through the left side, which is, again, where they didn't want the fight, Redman smashed through them. So again, maybe their idea would have worked if they would have just focused on the right side a little more, but who knows. But in any case, they wanted to do a giant middle ground area fight, and that's what we gave, and we slowly whittled them down. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. I don't care. It's not shooting.
Oh my god. That was complete race.
You are welcome.